Good morning, everyone. I wanted to take some time to explore with you all the power of your words. We have to be very aware of what we're feeding ourselves, and what we feed ourselves basically determines how we navigate not only through our moments, but through our day, and how we navigate through life in general. So, what are you feeding yourself? What are you feeding your spirit? And when I say feeding, we're basically talking about what we're taking in. What are you taking in on a daily basis? Are you engaging in negative conversations? Are you engaging in gossip? Are you filling your personal space with sad news? Are you in the midst of negativity? All of these different scenarios basically feed the subconscious mind. They feed your spirit. They feed who you are. So we have to be very aware of what we're taking in, what we're digesting, because everything that we take in, we also send out. So basically we are all projecting, and everything that we project comes from that subconscious mind. So those inner thoughts, those words that you're secretly saying to yourself have a lot of power, because everything that we're thinking gets projected outwardly. In order to in order to project more positivity, we have to first become aware of those words, those secret messages that we're telling ourselves. And oftentimes, those messages that we're resonating on come from our experiences and how we've interpreted experiences. And a lot of times, because of the negative things that we've experienced or endured, we have a very negative interpretation and a negative mindset. And until we're able to really identify the very things that are sort of sitting back here in the subconscious mind, we'll continue to project out a lot of negativity, because everything that we're focusing on expands in our outer world. This back here creates your physical world. So we have to be very aware, very conscientious about what we're resonating on. So identifying it is the first key. The second component is basically bringing in more positivity. We may want to cut out those negative conversations, reframe them. When someone brings something negative to you, reframe it. You can either say, I send blessings to that situation, I send blessings and love to that person. Or you can simply say, wow, that sounds like a lot of negativity, and I am certainly sending my positivity towards whatever you're experiencing. So, what we want to do is rewire and reprogram the negative information that has been stored in that subconscious mind, and we can only do that through the power of our words. We have to be attentive, we have to be very intentional about what we're saying to ourselves. And the only way to rewrite and reprogram that subconscious mind is to actively and repetitiously say things that counter the negative beliefs that have been stored back here. The more you say it, the more your mind accepts it, and then you'll be able to project that stuff, that positive stuff, outwardly. So be very aware of your space. How are you filling your space? How are you filling your time? If you are around people who have a lot of negativity, negative vibes, or negative energy, however you want to identify with that. when you're around that, you have to clear out your space. And sometimes it's even possible to drown out that noise and go into your own personal space and use your words. I am resonating on love. I am resonating on peace. I am resonating on tranquility. I am resonating on blessings. So, whatever it is going on outside of you, you don't have to allow that to come into your personal spiritual space. And we're all spiritual beings. So, drown that noise out. And if you have the habit of picking up your phone and reading negative stories or reading really depressing stories, you may want to curb those behaviors too, because all of those stories and all of those negative vibes get soaked into your space, and before you know it, you're feeling depressed or you're feeling angry, depending on what you've read or what you've entertained. So we have to be very intentional about how we are filling up our space and what we're feeding ourselves. And whatever you feed yourself determines how healthy you'll be. So you want to feed yourself things that help you grow, things that bring light into your life and into your space. You don't want to feed the things that bring you anger or frustration or trigger you to some old stuff that you're trying to deal with on the inside. And remember that everything that you're feeling in here and back here, you'll see in your physical world. So we want to bring that back around. We want to bring it back around and take a look within ourselves. How am I feeling? What am I resonating on? You want to explore yourself so that you can help to rewrite all of the negativity that has been stored. Be very aware of what you're telling yourself on a daily basis. Okay? Focus on positive thoughts. Focus on your spiritual space. Understand that your circumstances are outside of you. Okay? And you do not have to define yourself based on the things that are going on around you. That stuff is outside of you. How you feel on the inside really has nothing to do with your circumstances. It all has to do with what you're resonating on. No matter your circumstances, if you resonate on peace, love, blessings, then you'll be a healthier person. Okay? But when you allow your circumstances to determine your mood, it can fluctuate. You can feel loving one day and you can feel resentful the next day. You can feel blessings one day and you can feel hatred the next day. So we don't want to identify ourselves based on the circumstances and the things outside of us. Whatever it is inside of us gets reflected outside of us. So if we are functioning and navigating through life with love, no matter the circumstances, no matter the situation, no matter the person or the day or the time, we're still love. We're still functioning in this place. But if we find that our circumstances bring about a lot of anger and dysfunction and confusion and sadness, then most likely it's because this is what we're harboring inside of us. So take a look at yourself. This is called introspection. Explore what you're feeling, explore your circumstances and what you're facing, and take some time to find meaning in those things. Okay? And later, I will help you all sort of understand on a deeper level how to not only rewrite what's programmed back here, but also resolve the things that have been that you've sort of been harboring in here. Okay, so stay tuned. I will be certain to connect with you all again at a later time. And as I say to everyone that knows me, all is well. You are in a great place.